It's 1941 and I returned from World War I 25 years ago now. I know I look very young to have been home for more than 25 years. I went when I was 14 years old, even though you had to be 18. I was always passionate about the military. I joined the cadets when I was at school. When my father was rejected for service for medical reasons, I wanted to take his place. I threatened my mother that if she didn't consent to allowing me to go, I'd change my name and never write to her. Looking back, I feel terrible for what I did. I don't know why I was in such a hurry to get over there, but I'm proud that I've served my country. 10 years after I returned from World War I, married my wife Mary, and when we were expecting our first child, we decided to move from our hometown of Tocumwal. Mary and I had always dreamt of owning our own farm. Before the war and since returning, I'd worked on a family farm outside of Tocumwal. Mary saw an advertisement in the newspaper for returned soldiers' land settlement. We decided to take up the offer. We've lived on Deacon Island for 15 years now, and this is the first time I've been back to Tocumwal since leaving. I was only 25 when I left for Deacon Island and didn't know what to expect. The journey to get there took 2 weeks. First we took the train from Tocumwal to Melbourne, which took a day. We then spent a week in Melbourne as a late honeymoon before we took the boat to Deacon Island, which took 2 days. When we first arrived, Mary and I were surprised at how green it was compared to Tocumwal in March. At home it was very dry and hot compared to this island, which was quite green and cool for midday. Mary and I settled 200 acres and had a sheep and hay farm. We've raised 5 children on that farm. We've returned to Tocumwal for my father's funeral, and I regret not getting back to Tocumwal sooner. My parents have visited twice, but I've missed Tocumwal. I've missed my friends and my fellow returned soldiers. It was hard, although there were other soldiers who returned on the island. None of them came from Tocumwal, or shared my childhood memories of growing up on the river floating down. I'm excited for tomorrow though. The weather is meant to be warmer and I'm taking my kids floating down the river. I'm excited to share these moments with my children, like my dad did with me and my siblings when we were younger. Today, however, I'm visiting the farm that I worked on before and after the war. This tractor was the first one that I learned how to drive, and I hope one day that I get to pass the knowledge on of my farming onto my own children.